Binance.US attorney Matthew Laroche has asked a federal judge to consider putting an end to the SEC's investigation for potential fraud. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is still looking for evidence that Binance US had a backdoor to potentially control customer assets in a similar style to FTX, according to a November 27 report by the Wall Street Journal. And in June, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Binance and Binance.US, alleging that the exchange was involved in the sale of unregistered securities, and accused Binance and its founder of participating in a complex conspiracy that involved fraud, conflicts of interest, a lack of disclosure, and willful disregard for the law. One of the allegations was that the exchange diverted customer assets at their discretion, including sending money to the Switzerland-based Sigma chain. Under that was Zhao's control. During a November 27th hearing in federal court, attorneys for Binance US reportedly argued the securities regulator has no evidence that assets have been misused, asking US Magistrate Judge Zia or Forthquay to consider ceasing the securities regulator's investigation for potential fraud. And I have a Binance. U.S. Attorney Matthew Laroche also cited ballooning costs of the lawsuit, noting that Binance.US assets had plunged almost 90% and that its user base has halved since the SEC filed the lawsuit. The request came as Binance and CZ agreed to plead guilty to breaking U.S. anti-money laundering laws as part of a $4.3 billion settlement with the U.S. Justice Department and Commodity Futures Trading Commission last week. However, the U.S. Justice Department's case didn't include any of the SEC's fraud-related claims stemming from its lawsuit with the cryptocurrency exchange in June. Judge Faruqi, who is presiding over the Binance and SEC case, reportedly said the guilty pleas make it less likely that Binance.US and CZ misappropriated customer assets. At some point, I have to make a leap of faith and say enough is enough.
Faruqi reportedly told the SEC's lawyers.
Faruqi has asked Binance.US and the SEC to resolve the dispute and update him by December 15th. Meanwhile, CZ is currently awaiting a court review to find out whether he can leave the U.S. now and return 2 weeks before his sentencing date scheduled for sometime in February. The judge ordered that CZ would not be permitted to travel to the United Arab Emirates, where CZ is primarily based, until a court ruled on a motion for review from the U.S. government. In breaking news, kind of one in the field of the room, that the condition permitting CZ to return to the UAE, if your pending sentencing is stayed, i.e. CZ must remain in the continental U.S. for now, that many of these attorneys may be compendium below with links to all relevant DOJ or Binance or CZ court filings. Yesterday I predicted CZ could face up to 18 months in prison under federal sentencing guidelines